Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Oh, don't blink!
And midnight hour. Made him pay. The rubber. Last shot by
Hello, welcome back to the Last Shot Podcast with me, All Things Wrestling, and Stefan.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to go.
Yes, you're going back to Serbia later today, aren't you? Well,
Yeah,
on
it's fine
Wednesday
because it's just
night.
few hours, dude. So we are doing this podcast right now, or we wouldn't have any other time this week to do it.
Exactly. And we cannot let you not know what we think about Stomping Ground. It's going to be shit. That's our first opinion. First off, before we do the predictions, the vibe backstage about this pay-per-view, you remember the In Your House shows back in the day?
Dude, do you remember? I wasn't even born then.
But yeah,
I know. 95. That was the worst creative year for WWE.
yeah,
in
it's
my opinion.
the
I
same
like it.
vibe. Lack of meaningful matches, low ticket sales, and reminding people back of 95 and 96. That's the vibe backstage.
The only difference is back then the matches were actually better than now. So you know.
Debatable,
It's that
because
bad.
Raw and SmackDown actually this week were pretty good, actually.
I wouldn't say good, but
Compared to the
yeah,
last
they were
few weeks, they're good.
Yeah. The start was good. I think the beginning was good, pretty decent, and then show kind of went downhill. And at the end, I don't know, dude. But
I think
beginning was good.
SmackDown had a consistently good show, though, because it had interesting matches and built on the storylines pretty well. On SmackDown, Raw kind of was drag, but it was alright. And then we have Firefly Funhouse, but we'll talk about that later.
I think we are used. If something is a little bit better, I think we are used to saying that's good.
Yeah,
But
with WWE
I'm going
standards.
I'm going to be fair and say that, I mean, it wasn't much that great if you go back. I mean, you probably wouldn't go back and watch it. That's what I'm saying, you know?
I might
so-
consider watching SmackDown, because that Bailey and Alexa Bliss segment were good, and so was the Dolph and Xavier Woods match. And that's about it. Oh, and another moment we'll talk about later that I really liked.
I'm going to be honest, because there is a lot of matches that doesn't make sense. For example, okay, I'm glad to see Daniel Bryan on Raw against Seth Rollins, but let's be realistic, bro. Let's be realistic. That match is WrestleMania worthy match.
Yeah.
And you're putting that match on Monday Night Raw. There is no reason why was Seth Rollins wrestling Daniel Bryan. And I know that loss won't hurt Daniel Bryan at all, but seriously, that match on random Monday Night Raw, it doesn't make sense. At all, dude. At all.
It does not at all. But we're getting off topic to Stomping Grounds, the best pay-per-view ever.
Hey, at least do it Vince's voice, dude. At least do it Vince, please.
Stomping Grounds is gonna be the new WrestleMania!
Well, that motherfucker is actually crazy to say that.
He probably would fucking say that. But let's just get through these predictions, because, yeah, Stomping Ground and yeah.
Seriously, right now, predictions. Let's go, dude. Let's go. This is going to be interesting.
First off, we have Bailey versus Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross in Alexa's corner.
Not even thinking. Bailey needs to. Who is next? Who's in the corner of?
Nikki Cross. In the corner of Bailey.
Nikki Cross
Sorry,
is-
Alexa Bliss.
Nikki Cross is actually going to cost Alexa Bliss a match. And she's
Yeah.
going to be guilty for that. She's going to be guilty. She's going to feel guilty for that. And then Alexa Bliss is going to attack her, and we're going to get a feud between Nikki and Alexa.
Yeah, I can see that, because I feel like how they built it on SmackDown, Bailey kind of has to win with how Alexa was towards her. It's kind of building up for Bailey to retain the championship.
Yeah. Anyways, Bailey retains.
Yeah, definitely Bailey to retain.
That's my pick.
Then we have McIntyre versus Reigns, which is not actually been badly built, to be honest.
Okay, we know who is going to win this match because the last time I know who should win, but we know who is going to win. Roman Reigns is going to win this match. I mean,
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to say McIntyre will just scrape a win.
I hope so. I hope that's the case because McIntyre needs a big win. And let's face it, if Roman Reigns loses, it won't hurt him at all, dude.
No.
You know, it won't make any sense. But I just don't see Vince giving Reigns back-to-back losses. He already lost to Shane McMahon. I don't see it happening again. Well, it's unfortunate, and I know you kind of agree with me because you want McIntyre to win, like me.
Yes.
But we need to be realistic, dude. We need to be realistic. I'm going with McIntyre just because I want McIntyre to win.
I'm definitely saying McIntyre will win by the skin of his teeth or the bottom of his shoe.
Yeah.
Claymore joke. But yeah, definitely McIntyre to win.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the man, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Championship.
Becky Lynch picks up the win.
Yeah, I think definitely Becky to retain that one. And Lacey to do a beatdown after the match.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Did you see Roderick Strong's wife Marina Shaffer Instagram with Ronda Rousey? They were backstage on SmackDown. All 4 horsewomen.
Ooh, so you're saying that Ronda could come down in the match?
No, I say that not Ronda. I say the Shayna Baszler may come down and ruin the match, and basically choke out Becky at the end.
That's a fair shout. I'd like to see that.
Because, bro, all 4 of them were there. They can build up. Let's be honest. They can build up. Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky against 4 horsewomen. That can happen.
Yeah, I definitely want to see a 4 horsewomen versus 4 MMA horsewomen. That would be good.
That can happen. And yeah, I think I'm going with... this is going to be hard, dude. This is hard. I'm going with Lacey. And I think it's going to happen, and I think... Damn, because... You know what's... It's difficult because even if Becky retains, they can still attack Becky if they want to attack Becky, you know?
Yeah.
They can. It makes more sense to attack her after she wins.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm going with Becky, actually.
Yeah. Okay, then Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin with a to-be-determined special guest referee picked by Baron Corbin.
Brock Lesnar leaves as a WWE as Universal Champion because he will be a special guest referee.
I don't think that's how you can cash in your championship.
Bro, shut up.
I don't think that's how it works, mate.
No, listen. It makes sense. Think about it. Attendance is low. They need a surprise. Brock Lesnar is going to be a special guest referee, dude.
Fair point. And he walks out champion.
What? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. If you're a special guest referee and you have a briefcase, you have to be the biggest dumbass not to leave as a champion, dude. Like, seriously,
you can technically count your own pin because you are the referee.
Yeah. But what do you think? Who's going to be? And let me hear your opinion.
I think Seth Rollins will retain from Baron Corbin to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And we're definitely going to have a Lesnar cash in. Whether he be the referee or not, I think he'll cash in.
But who do you think is going to be a referee? We said Lesnar, but who do you think?
Who is left? It'll be who is tight with Baron Corbin?
I think maybe Daniel Bryan. But that would make sense. You know?
He doesn't like Seth Rollins, so kind of.
Who has a problem with Rollins?
Everybody. At this point, everybody now has a problem with Seth Rollins.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Lesnar. You?
Lesnar to win overall. Then, the most hyped and most exciting match of the show. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage.
Listen, last time, Kofi Kingston won. This is just my personal opinion. I know this is going to sound crazy, completely crazy. Dolph Ziggler is going to win a title by biggest help right now. Right here, right now. That's the point, because New Day is right now back together. And every time we think they're going to turn, they don't turn on each other. This is the point when WWE is going to screw us and tell us, well, Big E's turning. Because we didn't expect it, dude.
I'm going to say a bold prediction. Shane McMahon comes down, stops Dolph Ziggler winning, helps Kofi get out, and then turns on Kofi and destroys him. Setting up Kofi to face Shane.
Okay. Fair point. Do you want my bold prediction?
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt shows up.
That would be good.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, definitely Kofi to retain. Then Ricochet versus Samoa Joe for the United States Championship. I'm actually looking forward to this match.
I would love Ricochet to win. I think he needs to win, but I don't think WWE will pull a trigger that fast on him.
Nah, definitely
But
Joe
he
to
needs to
retain.
Joe will retain.
But I think Joe will retain by disqualification.
The match is a normal match, right? It's not
Just a normal match. So I think Joe will get himself disqualified to keep the championship.
I think
the feud going longer.
I just think I'm afraid that we will get one of those generic endings with Ricochet passing out by not tapping out. That's my fear, dude.
I'm hoping they go with the DQ option because that would be much better.
Yeah, but we can see both happening, so... Yeah.
Then, the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a normal tag team match.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are winning this because, they need to win. They need to win.
They're definitely going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Cruiserweight Championship match, Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa versus Drew Gulak.
Done this.
I think they might give it to Gulak.
Fair point.
They need to give it to Gulak.
I love Cruiserweights, dude.
Yeah.
I love them.
And so far there's no match set for the pre-show. And I'm praying to God that they put the New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on the pre-show and not the Cruiserweights.
To be honest, that would be fine if there was a 30 minutes pre-show with, let's say, just video packs, and so we can just watch a show.
So like an NXT pre-show then, where they don't have a match, they just have packages and talk about the matches.
Bro, you don't need everyone on the show. You don't need everyone.
No, you do not need a match on the pre-show at all. But yeah, definitely Gulak to beat Tony Nese. But I think he will pin Akira Tozawa and not Tony Nese to win the championship, setting up a feud between Gulak and Nese.
Hey, speaking of 205 Live, imagine this, if 205 Live actually meant something. Imagine if it was taken seriously. Imagine Finn Balor, Ricochet on that. But I'm speaking like seriously, not this joke, dude. Imagine how great would that be?
That would be amazing.
But we know they're never going to take that seriously.
The thing is, we've got to agree, with Triple H taking control, it has become a hell of a lot better.
I would love to have Ricochet as I know someone's going to kill me, but seriously, I would love to have Ricochet as 205 Live champion, because that brand can be taken to the whole nother levels, dude.
Exactly. At least Triple H is trying to make it something.
Yeah,
you can tell.
You need to showcase talent on Raw in the right place. And here's another thing: if you have a Ricochet as 205 Live champion, you can also have him on Raw. It doesn't make don't just put them on one brand. That's the whole problem. Why is Tony Nese not on Raw? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly, because if you do it on Raw needs something to just spice it up, and an actually good cruiserweight match, not change all the ring and everything, just have it as a normal match.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, bro, if they change cruiserweights, if they change the division and take it more seriously, and let's say Ricochet becomes a 205 Live champion, he can still appear on Raw and SmackDown and challenge for other titles.
Yeah.
It's like, that would make more sense than this. You can't have a great talent. People won't know who they are if you're not showcasing them. That's the problem.
Exactly.
People won't tune in. Mike Bennett, he is literally begging on Twitter, turn on watch. Well, it's sad for a talent to beg for you to watch if it's good, if you don't showcase how good they are. That means that you don't care about your talent.
Exactly, and the Cruiserweights are so damn good. 205 Live is their third best show. They do. You got NXT, NXT UK, 205 Live, SmackDown, Raw.
It is. But dude, that crowd. Oh man, I'm honestly feeling sad when I'm watching it.
But then again, the crowd get invested by the end of it every single time because they're that damn good.
That's true, but still, you need to know people to be able to watch to tune in on the right time, and that's something that WWE is not focusing.
Exactly. Then we have one more match: Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Heavy Machinery needs to win.
They definitely need to win. It's not doing anything for Daniel and Rowan having the belts.
No. Daniel Bryan is much on a higher level than those titles. And let's have a legit team like Heavy Machinery be new champions.
Exactly. Heavy Machinery are fantastic.
They are, dude. They are. And man, would I love a feud between Heavy Machinery and War Riders. Sorry,
the Viking experience.
Sorry, I call them War Machine or War Riders. I don't know who the fuck are Viking experience, Viking, what the fuck? I don't even know how they're called. War Riders. I would love to see that match.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But there we go. There's our predictions for this pay-per-view that sounds lackluster at the best of times.
Yeah. Okay. I have one prediction to make. This is actually a topic that. What do you think of Aleister Black? I know it's getting stale. Every week is the same thing, dude.
He needs to actually appear and just start kicking some ass.
Hey, that's exactly what I said. So if nobody's going to answer his challenge, if nobody's going to come in and challenge him, I think it's the right time for him. Doesn't matter if it's Raw or SmackDown or everywhere. Just show up and backmask everyone, dude. Like, you don't want to challenge me, you didn't. I'm taking the spot on the top, dude. I think that's the right choice to do.
Exactly, because there's only so much you can do with pre-recorded video packages for someone like Aleister Black without showing his talents, because the guy is damn gifted.
And at this point, it's so overdone, dude. And I think at this point, if they will have someone pick up a fight with him, I think that will be a wrong choice. I think now he needs to pick a fight with everyone. And basically, like I told you, basically beat the shit out of everyone, dude.
Yeah.
Just imagine, just random match. Back match out of nowhere. Backstage. Back match. Just kicking out everyone.
Exactly. And it would be amazing.
Yeah, because you make that guy a threat. Because nobody has guts to answer his challenge. So he just goes in. And I think that's worth it. I think he can easily be IC champion, dude. IC champion, but after SummerSlam. We'll love to see that.
Yeah, definitely IC champion. Maybe even get to World Heavyweight at some point.
Oh, I can definitely see by 2020. Definitely.
Like, definitely needs to do something.
I think we will see Aleister Black as, Universal or WWE champion. I think it's realistic to say after WrestleMania 36, not before.
Yeah, definitely. I think just build him up for the next few months to the monster to destroy people, and then just give him a run with a championship.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to do. If they have someone answer a challenge right now, that will be completely wrong. Because you did everything all for nothing, basically, right now. The only person who can actually answer the challenge is Bray Wyatt. That will only be good.
Yeah. I think the person he should first take out is Randy Orton. Because big name, tough guy, would set a good example for him. Just start going after big names. Take out Roman, Shane, McIntyre, Strowman. Just start taking out all the big guys, big names.
Bro, if he takes out Randy Orton, the guy who just beat Triple H, shouldn't that make him already number one contender for WWE title?
I'd say it would.
He took a guy who beat. If Aleister Black takes out Randy Orton, shouldn't that make him a number one contender for WWE title? Because he basically will beat the guy who beat Triple H.
Yeah, it should. It definitely should.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he can take out Shane. Maybe if I don't want to see this happen, but I can see Shane win a title and maybe Aleister Black wins it from him. I don't know.
I'd love for Black to be the one to take it off Shane McMahon, because that's kind of the rumour that he's going to be winning the WWE title, so...
Yeah, but the whole point of this topic is for me to say that I don't think nobody should pick up a fight with him. I think he should pick up a fight with everyone. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely would be a good way to build him as strong.
Yeah.
Then, if you haven't heard, Impact Wrestling has released Scarlett Bordeaux. I think I said that right. From her Impact contract.
And it's actually sad.
Well, it's sad by the reason why she had to leave, which is what I want to address in this situation. She had to have a second job and live with her mother just to support herself because Impact was paying her that little money.
Damn.
The sad thing is, I'm earning more than her in my job than she was earning there, and she puts her body on the line multiple times a week in a dangerous profession.
Same, dude. Same here.
It's just ridiculous.
You basically risk your life and you get paid that much. I mean, is there anything to say? I mean, I'm speechless, dude. That's a small amount, really small amount. Especially for
a wrestler, you can get paid more for going to Progress and IWC.
Yeah, and we live in US, so if it depends. She doesn't live outside US. She lives in US, so that's the problem. In every country the economy is different. So if she was living somewhere else, maybe that would be enough, more than enough. Unfortunately, that's just too bad for a company like Impact to pay talent that much. It's a shame.
It is, but she'll do fantastic wherever she goes because she's really good.
She to WWE that they will bury her. I don't trust nobody in the WWE. Like I said this before, I don't trust Vince to make me a damn sandwich, dude.
Nah, I definitely don't.
Where do you think that she's going to end up? I think she's going to go around, maybe our age.
Yeah, I could see ROH. Maybe she could make the. I don't think she'll leave the US. So what have we got?
No.
What else is in? Combat Zone Wrestling. There's that one.
Here is the thing, bro. She can't go to promotions that are required for you to have only wrestling skills. Let's be honest. She is a solid wrestler. She's not great.
No, she can hold her own.
Yeah, but when it comes to character, she's great. That's the only thing that she's perfect.
Yeah.
So what I think, like I said, our age. I don't see AEW picking her up. I don't know why. It just. They pick up, Nyla Rose, who I don't know if you knew, but she is transgender. So.
Yeah, I did know that.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think ROH maybe it's a good place for her.
Yeah, I'd see ROH and then maybe moving up the ranks.
I would love to see, but she was already in ROH. I would love to see. It would be interesting feud between her and Lacey Evans. I don't know why. It's just, it kind of would be funny because Scarlett is like a sex symbol and Lacey is like a lady. So those promos can be funny.
That it would. Now we have a couple of bits of really sad, bad news.
Seriously, you're going to bad news right now when we just...
I know, but we have to get it out of the way, and I like to do it early-ish so we can talk about the other good topics. Just over a week after his mother passed away, Andrade's aunt has also now passed away.
My condolences go to his family.
He put out a tweet saying, "Now my aunt, now you're with my mum. I love you," and then some Spanish, which I can't read. But
who the fuck knows what that guy is going through right now?
Exactly, he's got so much going on with him. The fact that he can turn up and do the good performances he can do is just heroic. Because I'm sorry, but when you're in that bad a state, just getting out of bed can be difficult. But this guy is still soldiering on, and I do have the utmost respect for him, and I have my most condolences to him and his family in this very tragic time.
Was he on SmackDown this week or no?
I don't believe he
was not.
Was he?
I think no. I don't think so. So what I think he's going to he's going to be back really soon, and I'm going to tell you why. When you're going through shit in your life, when you're in the character, when you're playing character, when you wrestle, I think it's easier to forget the real world and just entertain people.
Exactly, and
so I think I'm really predicting he's going to be back. Seriously, soon.
He will be back soon, I think.
Yeah.
Just condolences.
And for God's sake, give that man an IC title. And I'm not saying because of what happened to him. I'm saying because he deserves it. He deserves the title. Imagine how his mother will be proud of him.
Exactly.
And once again, I'm not saying that because of his mother and his aunt, but because the guy deserves the title.
The guy has worked his way in this company. He's worked his entire life, and he definitely deserves a lot because he is fantastic.
Exactly.
But this is the worst one. Adrian, known as Lionheart in the UK dependent scene, Adrian McCallum, has passed away at the age of 36. There is currently no details regarding his death.
Whoa, dude.
I know.
You know what's crazy? Not only that, is that the guy... I didn't know about who you're talking about because you said WCW.
I said ICW.
ICW. Yeah, dude, he was a champion in the ICW.
Yeah, he was. He had a match last weekend.
He was a champion in ICW. Damn.
I mean, 36 is just too young for anybody, let alone a wrestler. I mean, I've never seen him wrestle, but I have utmost respect for all wrestlers, and my heart just breaks hearing stories like this.
It's scary. I don't want to hear those stories anymore in 2019, dude. At one point, Ric Flair is in the hospital. Everyone has some problems, so I'm just sick of hearing about problems anymore.
I know.
I hope nothing happens anymore in 2019.
I really hope we don't have to talk about this anymore, but it's best to talk about the situation just to kind of let everyone know, and also kind of keep them in the memory. People will never be forgotten if you never stop talking about them.
Exactly.
But yeah, may he rest in peace, and my condolences to his family and friends in this very tragic time.
Yeah. And just... Yeah. I just can't, dude. I can't believe. I really can't believe.
No,
I know it may sound like, but I really can't believe. It's a shock. It's shocking, dude. It's shocking.
I know. Now, let's move on to a very happy story now, because I kind of made myself sad. Matt Hardy's wife, Rebby, is pregnant with their third child.
Well, he is doing a great job outside the ring.
Whether it would be a Hardy boy or a Hardy girl, we have not known yet.
Hey,
but she's pregnant.
It doesn't matter. As long as the baby is healthy, that's all that matters.
Exactly. I personally hope it's a Hardy girl, because I'd like to see him have a daughter.
Imagine a 2-year-old jumping off the ladders and.
He is an amazing person, so it's good to hear that Matt is expecting his third child.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Raw, because there's a couple of things that happened on Raw.
The greatest show of the week.
Fuck off.
Damn.
Just fuck off with that statement.
Well, that's something that Vince will tell you, so...
Oh, of course Vince is going to tell you, my Monday Night Raw is the best show ever!
Do you remember those shows about a year ago, or maybe even earlier, when he showed up and he said, like, we're going to have one... he said something like, we're going to have a great night. And what happened after that? Great night, nothing. So the guy is delusional.
Yeah, well, they got up in ratings. They went up just over 100,000 viewers from last week, so that's good.
Hey, we talked about this, me and Tom, before we started recording. The product is so bad right now that if it's better, if it's just a little bit better, we are saying it's good, but it's not good. Let's face it. It can be much better than this. We're just used to bad stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because when we watch NXT, that's just like another level, dude.
Exactly. Now we're going to talk about Dana Brooke. Because prior to Raw, she had a match against Sarah Logan and got busted open on a turnbuckle.
A Dana box.
That sounds very familiar. And they stopped the match and she was helped to the back. You know, like they should have done with the fucking Goldberg match.
Okay, the guy was almost dead after that match. Holy fuck.
They should have stopped the Goldberg match the second he went into that turnbuckle.
You know, it's kind of funny. I know it's not funny, but goddamn, they're really idiots to let that guy wrestle after that.
Yeah, I mean, at least they stopped this match. There was a lot of blood from Dana, quite a lot actually. So, I don't know. I'm gonna assume she's okay because I haven't heard any follow-up saying that she's not okay. So,
wrestling is fake, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling is fake, as
what?
you can tell. Well, you can say wrestling is fake. You see Dana box is getting busted open and wrestling is fake. You know, wrestling is fake. That Goldberg match, that was all fake, you know.
But it's not.
Seriously, people need to get their shit together. Like, dude, stop calling wrestling fake anymore. We live in 2019, dude. Fuck. I'm sorry, I know it was out of topic, but there was just some guy telling me, why are you watching wrestling? It's, you know, I'm watching because it's all wrestling. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a serious. I think it's a serious injury because, dude, her basically the right side of her face or left, I don't remember. It was.
I'm gonna say right side.
Bloody, dude. It was bloody, dude.
Quite bloody, yeah. At least you got the medical attention immediately.
I don't think people realize how hard that hurts. You know, because me and you can't imagine that pain. That's the thing, dude. We can't feel that.
No.
So it's fucked up.
And did you hear the internet speculation regarding Elias's promo from this Monday Night Raw that just went?
Oh yeah, that they basically redone the Dean Ambrose promo.
Yeah, because at one point, because I think he said that the people are more toxic than the air in the promo. That's something that Moxley said during a podcast on Talk of Jericho. So it's the exact same line. So it wouldn't surprise me if they've recycled it, because they probably recycle half the fucking shit that people say.
I wouldn't be surprised, but how sad, how low is for WWE basically recycle? Bro, that's sad.
I know, it really is.
That's really sad. You know, Vince, hey, we don't have what to write today, you know, we have a day off, let's just recycle the promo. That's the greatest decision we are going to make.
Now, Kevin, make me a sandwich.
Damn it.
But we have to go to the best moment of the week. Drake Maverick won the 24/7 championship.
Holy fuck, that was the greatest moment of all time, Drake Maverick, the hardest working guy, I'm just surprised he didn't beat, the next person he's going to beat is Roman Reigns, goddammit,
It was funny. I'm not going to lie, I loved it. Especially R-Truth's reaction at the end when Drake just drove off and said, I'm getting married and I'm the champion, and then R-Truth's just like, wait, Carmella's getting married? And I wasn't invited? It was just genius.
Wait. That midget won the title. God damn it, my son Triple H is going to win the title next week.
Yeah. It was good though.
My son-in-law Triple H is going to win the title. You know why? Because my son is a cerebral assassin dude, and my son Triple H is going to win that. Because Drake Maverick is just a midget, 5'6" midget who... fuck you, Vince. Fuck you, man. I'm sorry, dude. Fuck that guy, dude. He's just treating talent like shit because of their hearts, dude.
I know. But we gotta say, the Drake Maverick stuff was funny. Especially the fact he dressed as Carmella first. It's been a running gag for the last few weeks, and they finally paid it off.
No, bro. I told you, that's not the right time to do it. Fuck. It would be much better if they did it at the wedding.
Yes.
I know it's a wedding.
That's where R-Truth is probably going to win it back.
Dude, imagine if R-Truth was wearing some shit at the wedding and pretending to be some woman or someone.
Pretending to be his fiancée who's going to get married to him.
No, not the bride. Not the bride.
Yes,
dude,
the bride. The bride would be better.
That would be hilarious. Fuck.
That'd be fucking brilliant.
Hey, I can.
And no, he literally goes through the entire wedding and the reception, and when they go back to the hotel room, that's when he pins him. They go through the entire wedding and everything for it. He just never takes the veil off to show who he is.
Great. Hey, just keep title for those two guys. Just keep title for those two guys. Everyone else, Bobby Roode, fuck that guy. Bobby Roode needs to be on the main event. I don't give a fuck. He needs to hold WWE title. Seriously.
They need to remake
What
Beer
the fuck
Money.
is he chasing? Dude, he's chasing the title. Two years ago, he was singing Glorious. He's now chasing a 24/7 title. It doesn't fit him at all.
No, but the 24/7 title is the most prestigious belt the company has.
Well,
that's a sad reality. That is true. It's the title that people care about the most.
Yeah, I think that title should be kept like on R-Truth and Drake Maverick. I think they're the only two guys that can make that title entertaining. I don't see anyone else seriously, because if that title is really that important, someone like Roman Reigns will go for it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Elias, though. Poor Elias. The guy lost title like twice or what? That was stupid.
Was.
Hey, at least, R-Truth is going to break Ric Flair's record. That's going to happen. I'm calling it right now.
Now we have a bit of AEW news.
The greatest company alive.
Uh,
I don't know how can company be alive, but fuck it. My brain is not thinking right now.
It is good though. They are good, and I can't wait for the 29th of June to see the next show. John Moxley and other AEW stars signed to contracts are not allowed to work the US New Japan shows.
I understand that. I think outside US they can work.
Oh yeah, they're participating in the matches in Japan for the G1 Climax.
Yeah. So
well, I guess that because they're not got a working relationship, and you're trying to build this company, you don't really want your talents to be working in other US promotions.
You don't want your talent to be known for other promotion because he's not Dean Ambrose, he's John Moxley right now. So you don't want to know in October, you don't want to know John Moxley from New Japan, you want to know John Moxley from AEW.
Exactly. I mean, I get they can work in Japan because that's a completely different audience.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying for US.
I mean, it would be out of order if AEW said you can't work for New Japan at all. Then they'd be going to WWE territory there. But I get that protecting their interests in the US. And with being a new company, you kind of have to protect your interests.
Yeah. Well, WWE needs to be very careful. Because if, speaking of AEW, if one or two people, I know who are those two people who can show up. If that happens, dude, and you know very well, there is a guy that's called CM Punk. There is a guy who is called CM Punk that can show up in at All Out, actually.
Exactly, and I hope he does.
You obviously know that AEW All Out, it will have a shocking moment. It will have something. It will have some moments that we didn't expect. That it will just have that. And one of those is CM Punk, definitely. But there is few things that can happen that are rumored to be maybe happening. So let's say if that all happens, WWE can basically be dead by December, dude.
Yeah.
If they don't take the AEW seriously, because when AEW goes on ESPN, right? Are they on ESPN or
TNT?
Yeah, TNT.
October the weekly show launches.
Dude, and I'm telling you, if those two things happen, three things if happen and all out, then WWE needs to be very careful because the ratings will go down and AEW can just go up, dude. I'm telling you, they need to be careful. And Vince is right now fucking around, but Vince doesn't know what is coming.
No.
He doesn't know. Only that name, CM Punk. Damn, bro. I wouldn't joke around if I was Vince.
No. Now, let's talk about Steve Austin's podcast and Tony Khan.
Well, to be honest, I didn't listen to that. I didn't have time.
I didn't listen to it, but I've got the kind of main gist of the important thing that he said in it. First off, is Steve Austin still under WWE contract now? Because
no, he is not.
I thought he left, so he's probably he will be in AEW at some point doing something.
Can you, bro? If that happens, you better call 911.
Because shit is going to get
ripped.
GM Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Dude, Vince is going to be dead. You better have 911.
I'm sorry, but if they have Steve Austin, first off, because Tony Khan says Austin talked about AEW and said he loved the pay-per-view, which is the highest praise that you can get in the wrestling business, according to Tony Khan. Which, if Austin likes something, then yeah, that's pretty high praise. Hello?
I'm here, dude. I'm seriously concerned. I know people think we're fucking around, but I'm really concerned about Vince. What if guy dies, dude, or he gets stroke or something? If Steve Austin shows up, I'm not fucking around.
Look how he reacted when Jericho did fucking something outside of WWE.
Bro, that's Steve Austin.
I'll say, if you put Steve Austin anywhere, it's fucking ratings.
I don't know. I'm very fucking scared. And right now there is Steve Austin rumor right now. Like you said, Steve Austin may go to AEW.
That's the rumor I'm hearing, that he signed with AEW to do something.
Yeah, and you know very well, I told you this last week. There is a girl who on her Facebook posted a date, August 30th. So what that means, I don't fucking know. But what I'm trying to say is that someone else could come up, could end up as a champion at All Out. So I wouldn't recommend WWE to fuck around, because if those three things happen, dude, fuck WWE. They're going out of freaking business. I'm not literally, because they won, they have money, but
about to say,
seriously.
But the hardcore fans that watch WWE, which is pretty much the only people watching ratings, will move over. And that's the thing. Like, you know what a tag team division is, right?
Yeah, they don't have anyone.
I haven't seen a tag team division in WWE since about 2007.
Speaking of tag teams, did you know, once again, I won't mention any names, that this October, a tag team from NXT, the contract is expiring. So, you know, it wouldn't be that great if they show up to AEW, dude.
Because, as Tony Khan said, they're going to be having a tournament to crown the first tag team champions when the show comes on air for the weekly show, and it's going to be a big focus on the show is tag team wrestling, which I like because tag team wrestling is interesting.
Listen, speaking of tag teams, speaking of All Out, speaking of everything else, do you hear me right now?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I gotta calm the fuck down. Okay, I'm not telling this to you. I'm telling to WWE. You have on NXT right now a few guys who are serious players. Don't play around. Seriously, don't play around. Steve Austin can become a manager, GM manager, GM. CM Punk can show up. If some people who I know personally, who I know not themselves, they won't say that they are going out of WWE, but there is a saying right now in the WWE. I'm just going to give you some info. Dripping in gold. That's all I'm going to say. So my recommendation is don't fuck around. Seriously, don't fuck around right now. Just whatever you promise your talent, do it. Because if you don't do it, they're going to leave and they're going to a better place. Because trust me, nobody wants to be in the WWE anymore.
No, they're not making an environment where wrestlers actually want to go to anymore, which is not a good thing for them. So imagine if I won't say anything because I'll at that point I'll reveal anything. But I'm just going to say NXT is going to look fucking ridiculous. Triple H is going to look like a biggest idiot if something happens like that. So I'm not going to say anything. But all I'm going to say is you need to treat your talent great. Johnny Gargano, Velvet and Dream. Man, do something great with him on the main roster. Don't waste him. Exactly, they need to do something.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that tournament. Or when it's happening?
October. Well, it says the fall. When the so it might not be in the first couple of weeks of the TV. So.
Okay, bro. Listen. So this team, the contracts are expiring in October, and that tournament is happening in the fall. Then, let's just go to other topic because I don't want to hold it up on this one, and let's just wait and see what's going to happen.
Exactly. Have you got any other topics? Because I think I'm about out now.
To be honest, I don't have anything. Do you have anything else?
I'm pretty much out, to be honest. I think we should probably call this about it.
Yeah, I'm fine, dude. Let's just call this. I think we ended with. At least I ended with stuff that should be taken seriously.
Exactly. And WWE need to take notice. Because they can get themselves destroyed if they don't.
Very easily. And only takes 5 people, trust me.
But I say, the only thing that kept people intrigued in WWE were 2 people. Well, 5 people really. DX and Austin and McMahon. It's about the only thing that made them win the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah. And only 5 people will take for AEW to take over WWE.
Yeah. And I personally, I don't want WWE to go out of business. I want them to step up the goddamn game.
No, they won't go out of business because they have money, so they're fine with
Yeah,
that.
but they need to step up the game to keep fans.
They need to. They really need to. I think that's it for this episode of the Last Shot Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
But yeah, thank you for watching this Last Shot podcast. Next week we'll be coming to you from Stefan being in Serbia, so he'll probably have an accent by then.
No, fuck you, dude. I'm used to this accent. I don't give a fuck about anything. Hey, listen. At least we'll have a better time zone to record. So
Exactly.
Actually, fuck you. You guys will have 11 p.m. right now. What's the time right now? 12 p.m.
11:40, so nearly 12
So
o'clock.
I basically go there to record at you at night. So fuck off.
But yeah, we do hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure you like it, subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you're gonna get fired. Peace out.